Hi guys, this is game number 5 in our Iron Squid segment of tonight's whatever the fuck this is. Either way, jumping right on into the game here in the bottom left hand side of Daybreak in a ZVT. It's the Zerg. He's red. He plays for Team Acer. And I believe he's from the Ukraine. His name's Nerchio. Alright, and here on the top, wow, what the, hey, yes, let's try that again. Here in the top right hand side of the same map, it's the blue Terran, teammates with Nerchio. It's MMA. Interesting story, with the whole Slayers team. Kind of unfortunate. I really liked the whole Slayers idea, really. Boxer, great guy, definitely done a lot for esports. So it's unfortunate, this whole team disbanding. Gotta show some integrity, though. The way Boxer handled that was beautiful. I mean, his players were getting bashed, and rather than, force them to endure that, he terminated their contract, disbanded the team, and said, hey, go work elsewhere. So, hey, doesn't sound as... It's not as brutal as I just made it sound, but either way. Let's get back into the game. This is the Iron Squid ZVT on Daybreak. So, we've got a hatch first build. That's going to be pretty fairly typical. Going to go ahead and speed through the early stages of this game. We've got a command center first. We've got a hatch first. Going to look very similar, actually, to our last ZVT, but that's okay in the initial stages. And by last ZVT, I actually mean the third one, not the fourth one. Shaft can't count. Sorry. Nope, never told you I could. Nada. Never happened. Okie dokie. And we've got, the factory coming. Reactor. Beautiful. Hellions. Then we'll probably eventually see a Banshee. Whew, who would have thought Banshees, really? In ZVT? Never. Okay, nice little bunker here on this third. It does not look like it's going to get scouted. Of course, I hit back instead of V, but that's cool. Actually, yeah, that was scouted. But the question now is, was Nerchio paying attention? Was Nerchio paying attention? Yeah, wow. That brief moment. And he's sending 2 queens and 2 lings, because he knows what the fuck is up. 2 marines, 2 marines, 2 marines. No, 2 marines. 1 queen per marine, 1 queen per marine. And he's going to go ahead and target down the SCV. SCV does not die. Those 2 lings did die, though. Okie doke. And going to go ahead and pull back. Good choice there by MMA. Nice little poke. Nice little harassment. Going to buy time to get the cloak up for the Banshee. And as that's occurring, Hellions are being rallied down. So right now he's kind of shown Nerchio this fairly bio style. Now showing Hellions. So he's throwing a couple of curveballs at his opponent. Nerchio, it's going to be hard to say, hey, was this mech? Was this bio? Was it both? What's up? Nice little defense there by Nerchio, though. And a third base here for MMA. So, of course, Nerchio, ever omniscient, but there's a dark spot. The dark spot. Okie doke. And there's a third gas. Now for MMA, he's actually getting double engineering bay, so that does answer the ultimate question, is he going bio? Why, yes. Yes, he is. Alright, so, interesting way this game's gonna go ahead and set up. 3 base against 3 base. Okie doke. Hellions poking in. Lots of creep already. Only 9 minutes into the game. Cool. One of the rubber bands in my dreadlock is like locked into my hair. I'm sitting here playing with it, trying to get the fuck out. It hurts a lot. Ow. Infestation Pit, it just finished up. We've got +1 attack coming, as well as pathogen glands. Spores are being built as well in preparation for the Banshees that, every Terran player does that now, so... again, does he not know about this third? No, Nerchio kind of slacking off a little bit. As soon as, you know, it actually starts mining, though, you'll be able to see. So, I guess ultimately that's where it's going to matter. Though, the way he's positioning his mules, it might still take a while for this Overlord to notice anything. Uh-oh, drones are under attack. Banshee! Alright, so fungal growth is just about there as well. So, yeah, this is actually going to start getting into the really exciting portion of the game. Unfortunately, playing Zerg sometimes can be quite boring when you're doing this really economical style. That it works for Zerg, no doubt, but sometimes it just takes a while. Okay, so, cool, we've got Vespene Geysers being built at the third, so really heavy gas consumption by MMA planned. We've got, ooh, that's a lot of reactors. He really likes these Marines, but the thing about that is, what's the 6 gas for if he's building this much Marine? Must be some kind of bank. He's got something fancy planned. Mr. Fancy Pants. Siege tank's going to be finishing up about the same time as Stimpak. Combat shields on the way now. Beautiful stuff. Going to have plus 2 attack, plus 1 armor for Lings now. And, ooh, nice little attack here at the third. Completely unprepared for it. And, ooh, Hellions coming out, but not actually really enough to kill off these Lings just yet. Still kind of... Actually, that was beautiful. He didn't show that many Marines to Nerchio. He showed Hellion tank. So, it's almost like Nerchio's still expecting a pretty heavy tech composition. But no, he's seen the double engineering base, so... that's why he's not being affected by this kind of misdirection by MMA. Command center being moved out to the 4th base. 4th base has also been taken for Nerchio. Of course, this is the interesting version of Daybreak, where this is actually only a half base. Uh-oh, and we have some infested Terran, really fucking up those SCVs today. Ling's doing the same thing. Take a look right now at the workers killed count. 23 workers killed for Nerchio and 9 killed for MMA. So ultimately we have 73 drones for Nerchio and 64 for MMA. Uh-oh, looks like I'm getting messaged on my friends list. Forgot to switch into busy. And, gonna go ahead and kill down most of this command center. Infested Terran about the same speed as the command center, but when the tanks siege up, there's the end of that. That will get away, so... Ooh, Ling's killing off a lot of tanks down here. At the bottom, really good aggression here by Nerchio. Ooh, I actually really hate Bio from Terran. Really hate pure Bio. Lots of medevacs being produced out of these starports. That's it's a really interesting bunker position, actually. It's protected by the depots, so you know, Lings not an issue, Banelings less of an issue, etc. Excuse me. Alright, so we've now got Ultralisks on the way for Nerchio. This is actually really huge. Ultras, called the Herp-Derpalisk, let's put it that way. So it's going to take some perfect positioning for the Ultras, but if there's any player that can do it, it is going to be Nerchio. Ooh. Alright, and now we actually get to check out some medevacs getting killed off. Hopefully, you know, those medevac drivers said their prayers before the ship exploded. I always wonder, though, like, if the person flying the medevac, do they, like, die when the ship explodes, or do they parachute out just before that? And if that's the case, why don't we see, like, you know, a parachute blunt, like, you know, it'd be interesting. Could be some extra graphics. Shit. Alright, so we got +3 attack on the way, plus 2 armor for our Zerg. I like this whole keeping an extra attack. I think with Lings in particular, that's going to be super important, but it's still good to get the armor because, you know, the Ultralists are going to benefit a lot from that. And, oh wow, nothing to buffer for these tanks, so the tanks go down fairly quickly, which means the Ultras are basically going to clean everything else up. Of course, Banshees do great against Ultras. Well, I mean, they don't really kill them very fast, but they don't die to them either. Okay, so we've got a little sensor tower here for MMA. Definitely going to go ahead and get this really defensive turtley position. So common for Terran today. And yeah, Viking going to go ahead and start hunting around the map for Overlords. Cannot blame him for that. Ultimately, Nerchio going to be using creep spread now for vision. But that's been cleaned up a lot as well. Okay, so we got +3/+3 on the way for MMA, as well as the +3 armor now for Nerchio. Only now getting a Baneling Nest. Interesting. But hey, Banelings actually slow down your other tech. So if you spend a lot of time on them early, you know, you really sacrifice your later gate. Nerchio actually over 200 supply. What a jerk. Abusing the system like that. How dare you? You should play StarCraft fair. Uh-oh, nice little drop here in the main of Nerchio. And MMA doing a lot of harassment, but his own third is going to be targeted down. Again, interesting position on this bunker, but it's not going to protect him from the Ultra Ling. Of course, SCV is going to be rallied right on into a line of Ultralisks. There's also a Planetary Fortress with some siege tanks there. So, yeah, ultimately Nerchio going to go the other direction. Of course, there is still a drop going on inside of Nerchio's base. Nerchio, actually, wow, don't lose the evolution chamber, sir. Do not lose it. He loses it. Jerk. But ultimately, you know, the third is getting cleaned up. I'm actually getting really nervous right now. Okay, finally the Marines get cleaned up. Much better, sir. And now Nerchio's in the base of MMA, showing him who's boss. This is beautiful. Okay, +3/+3. Just about to finish up now for MMA. 2 actual command centers being built, 2 more tanks, bunch of reinforcements flooding in, but another base is about to go down for MMA. Fungal growth definitely making it impossible to repair, and wow, really love the hit and run tactics here by Nerchio. This is the style of Zerg I like the most. Very aggression heavy, using the superior economy that he gained so quickly to just flood units out in the late game. Very scrappy style, and exactly what you expect from a player like Nerchio. Oh, more Herp Derpalisks just running in here and killing off unbuffered tanks. Marines streaming through like ants, but again, no siege tank. No sieged tanks. Ouch. Ooh. So we've got Baneling speed now on the way for Nerchio. Looks like he might be building up for a Ling Baneling attack, which actually in this particular circumstance would be incredibly effective. Just, again, these tanks are not really being sieged right now, used appropriately, so why not take advantage of it? Ooh, 19 banelings on the way as baneling speed finishes. Beautiful stuff. Alright, and we've still got SCVs and whatnot, just mining here at this third. Finally, orbital command goes down. So Shaft, what do you like to do in ZVT? I don't know, Shaft. I think in this particular situation that Nerchio is holding on to his bases and trying to protect his economy. Once he has a sufficiently teched army, he will ultimately try to kill MMA. MMA, of course, wants to catch his opponent off guard with this multi-pronged harass and ultimately get into a position of superior dominance. Shaft, I think you're full of shit. Go suck a dick. Okay, and the Herpgerpalisks Ling Baneling Force, bruising up some destructible debris. Not sure what the point of leaving it with 144 health is, but hey, he is the professional, not I. Spire is coming up now. +3 armor only now getting begun from where, you know, he lost that evolution chamber earlier. Ultralisk Cavern also almost died to a drop. So, yeah, MMA actually doing a really good job spreading Nerchio out. If he can kill off the building Greater Spire, then wow, that would actually set Nerchio back to the Stone Ages. Again, just drops everywhere, yeah. Another base finally taken here by MMA. Good decision there. Medevac full of Marauders. No wonder this stuff is so bruised. Okay. Marauders also do really well against Ultralisks. And there we have it. Ship weapons level 1, building armor, and auto tracking. We actually have 4 command centers being built, so that's why he's getting, of course, the building armor upgrade. And oh, we actually are going to have a Marauder, Slight Marine, Medevac, tank composition moving out for MMA. I actually really like this against what he's seen from his opponent, and it's going to be hitting just before the Broodlords are really going to be able to become a threat. So great timing here by MMA. Actually eating through a lot of Nerchio supply. Really good stuff. Siege to tanks, only just now getting in position. That was way too late. Caught on a ramp. So all these Banelings, all these Ultras are just melting through. And MMA losing a lot here. Oh my god. The death ball of Nerchio is amazing. Alright, so yes, Greater Spire finished now. We've got Corruptors. They can freely turn into Broodlords. And there's not going to be a lot MMA can do about it, actually. Yeah, he is not ready. He does not have starports. And the Greater Spire is finished. Wow. This is going to be brutal, sir. Wait a sec. He might have killed the Greater Spire. Oh, no, there it is. I love the Corruptors here, though. They are really going to clear out these drops. Hatchery getting built here. Again, this just allows the Zerg to kind of camp this location, or even, you know, here and here. And then this is a great kind of concave into this position. Excuse me. Actually, you know, a proper Zerg army can camp here, here, and here, and then just flood into this position from 3 angles. And that is a pretty nasty sight as well. Okay, dokie, sir. So yeah, we're basically just waiting for tech switch at this point. We have Nerchio getting really close to his tech switch, but ultimately right now he's going to give his opponent some time to get some starports up. He's clearing out the medevac count and keeping the Viking numbers low. while he gets up a lot of infestors. He does have ultras, so he's not, in too big of a rush for broodlords. He knows that he is going to need support units, and infestors are the latest game support unit really available. Alright, so just Nerchio camping this position. That's going to allow him to continue mining here, get this up safely. He wants the economy win. He's using aggression, but he's using it to keep his bases safe, and you really can't fault him for that. I actually would be interested to see MMA go ahead and destroy this destructible debris. I think he's choking himself out a little bit there. Then again, Ling attack in here, that gives him more surface area, so could be a wiser decision to leave that up. Tomato, tomato. Wow. Actually, MMA getting close to mining out his side of the map. This is going to be the only base he has left. And, losing 2 medevacs full of Marines. Ouch. Nerchio is playing one impeccable game. Actually, MMA going to go ahead and attack down this Spanish point. Sees Bailey landmine and goes ahead, kills that off, and just goes back home. I guess that was his main goal. Go ahead, scare the Zerg and eliminate any potential threat. He might have saw that go down with the tower. And we finally see this attack lane opened up as well. Why so many orbitals? I mean, yes, mules are great, but some planetaries would be nice. Yeah, actually, not having planetaries here is ultimately not going to matter. 4 broodlords on the map. Tanks actually clearing out a lot of the ground forces here, but MMA's just got to be really careful about fungals and actually attacking his own units with siege tanks. Oh wow. Only thing left now, Corruptor Broodlord. Not very many Vikings on the map though. That is ultimately going to hurt him, but he's got 5 Vikings in production. Uh-oh, come on. MMA, you're up 30 supply, sir. You are up 30 supply. Get your army together. See, he needs to unsiege these tanks. He's killing himself for broodlords. Or broodlings, actually. It's even worse. If you actually think about it, broodlords are like a flying barracks. Third has the actual main of Nerchio has actually been eliminated, but that's not where the Greater Spire is, so again, kind of irrelevant. Wow. Okay, so we've got a 50 supply lead now for our Terran. Only a couple of Ultralisks left, some Corruptors, and some Infestors. The Broodlord army was eliminated here by this large force of Viking Marine. I love how MMA was just buying that much time. After he killed off most of the tech of his opponent, he then killed off the tech units. So it's going to be really hard to replenish what's been lost. And he's going to go ahead and kill off this last and final base of Nerchio. He's got these mining, of course, but this is the ultimate last base of Nerchio. And nice little stim pack there. He knows he's going to lose those units. Better kill off. Well, actually, he's not going to lose those units because he killed off everything. The damage of 3/3 Marines with stim pack is ridiculous. Redonkulous. Bullshonkulous. Whatever. Okay. Wow. This is a really, really, really close game. MMA double the supply right now of Nerchio. I think that, even though this has been such a scrappy game, I think that MMA's finally about to edge out a win here Holy crap. Leading run by, though. Will it kill? Oh, my. SCVs. Running right into the safety of Marines. Sorry, guys, yawning. That's not very professional. It is 4 a.m. Alright, so 70 supply lead now for MMA. Nerchio taken out by his fellow teammate. You've got to love the team kill. Got to. Of course, Nerchio still being super annoying with the wing run-bys. Ultimately killing off the orbital before the mule can repair it. Sad face. Actually, Nerchio is way behind, but I don't know if we can count him out just yet. He has still a pretty solid economy. Okay, yeah, he counts himself out. GG. Wow. What a game. What a game. We're moving into the final game. 2-minute break, and then I'll meet you guys back here for game number 6. It's been one hell of a ride. We started the first 2 games out with Stefano playing some ZVP, so I figure it's only right to end it with some Stefano.